Hi guys, Jake here.
And Marisa.
Mazel tov!
Just stick your arm right in my face, why don't you?
That happens. We just got back from a wedding.
Yes, we did.
It was awesome.
Yes, it was.
We're exhausted.
We're exhausted.
We're tired. But we thought we'd say hi to you guys, let you know what we've been up to, let you know a few things that we've learned through our experience. For instance, center of gravity.
Very important during the hurrah.
The hurrah.
Hurrah.
The hurrah is... that's the hurrah. The hurrah, I think, is something that people shout out in the army.
No, that's hoorah!
What's a hurrah?
Me mispronouncing horror.
Okay, we'll go with that. Because you see, what'll happen if you're lifting up a group, and you got, like, let's say 4 people. 4 people is a good number for a chair, provided that you have 1 person on each leg. As opposed to, say, 1 person on each back leg, 1 guy in the middle of the back, and then 1 guy in the front holding 1 leg, trying desperately to reach the other front leg, and at the same time grabbing the groom's leg so that he doesn't fall over on his face because he has 3 people lifting him up in the back, 1 person lifting him up in the front, causing the whole thing to tilt forward. Guess who was the guy in the front? I didn't drop the groom! Huzzah!
Good job, not dropping the groom. I was bridesmaid.
Yep.
Slept over last night with the bride, up at her bride-be crib. Woke up to a very interesting bridal favor on our doorstep.
It was oddly vocal, apparently.
Quite vocal. It woke us all up, but that's okay because our alarm clock went off about 2 minutes later. It was just sitting outside of our doorstep. Just a moment.
She's gonna go find it.
I'm gonna show it to you.
It's so freaky. What?
It's a cat.
What?
And as it so happens, we have a recent opening in our 2-cat policy. So,
Frankie does need a friend.
New cat. He doesn't have a name yet. It's definitely a he, and he's fully intact, so that's going to need to be taken care of. Yep. But say hello to the new cat.
New Kit Kat. Not chocolate covered.
No.
But, very friendly, very nice.
Very friendly, very nice. And we already know he's a stray because apparently he's been roaming the grounds of the hotel for several months now.
Yeah.
They were more than pleased to have him out of their hands.
His tail is so bushy.
His hair is very bushy. At first, Allison thought he was upset.
It's a bushy tail.
Because they poof out their tails when they're upset. But, they were just kind of like, he's not supposed to be inside. How did the stray get inside? That's always it. Don't know, but he's in our room.
Yep. We're going to be doing some due diligence this week, that gives some opportunity for the hotel to call us back in case anyone's like, hey, have you had my cat for the last 6 months? Because I just realized my cat's been missing for the last 6 months, and I think you guys might have it. Then, of course,
After that, then we can go about the business of getting a little snip and a name.
Yes.
And a collar and stuff like that.
Yes.
But we're going to give him a little bit of time. But in the meantime, we appear to have a ginger cat now.
Yes. So, thought you guys might like to hear about that. See what we've been up to, and see the mystical appearances of cats.
Check this out. I got a braid over the top of my head. And earlier, this thing was way up here on the back, and I looked like a Centauri man.
Do you guys watch Babylon 5?
Like Emperor Cartagia, not like
If you watch Babylon 5,
Mari.
then you know what she's talking about. If you don't watch Babylon 5...
You should.
You should. But if you don't, then you have no idea what she's talking about. But you should, because it's a good show.
You could Google Emperor Cartagia.
You can, if you can spell it. How do you spell that? It's C-A-R-T-A-G...
No.
C-A-R-T-A-G-I-A?
I think so.
I'm going to go with that. Emperor Cartagia.
But then again, if you misspell it, Google will probably go, did you mean Emperor Cartagia?
No, they'll probably say, did you mean Emperor Caligula, actually?
It worked for me on my cell phone.
Really?
Yeah.
Google's smarter than I'm giving it credit for.
Google is smarter than you give it.
Except it doesn't know how the differences between the words prostrate
and prostate.
I don't even know. Why were you even looking up prostrate?
I was using the word in a fan fiction. And I wanted to make sure that...
Not prostate. She wasn't using prostate in fan fiction.
No, prostrate. Someone was kneeling.
It's a noble situation, apparently.
Yes, and I wanted to make sure that their that I was describing the position correctly.
Yes.
Because, they're different. To prostrate oneself before the nobility.
Yes. And despite what Google Images...
Or to prostrate oneself before Loki, because he said so.
Despite what Google Images may tell you, it has nothing to do with your inner anatomy. Nothing. At all.
Or your dick.
Hey. We're talking about Richard here. King Richard the Third. We're going to go with that.
Wasn't the fourth the crazy one?
Third was the Hunchback.
Hunchback. It has nothing to do with King Richard the Third.
Yes.
It has everything to do with King Richard the Fourth.
Oh my god.
Or King Joffrey.
Joffrey?
Oh yes, you better prostrate yourself before him. He's a wackaloon. He keeps having people assassinated, and I'm only, not assassinated, executed. Because when you're the king and you say, off with his head! He's like the Red Queen or some shit.
Yeah, I think if a king is having you assassinated, it's probably less public.
Yeah, no, it's
and it probably means you're actually quite important.
Off with his head. That impudent, off with his head, and his head, and his head. And
you need to be so important to be assassinated.
And I am a king, and therefore I cannot strike my lady. Guard.
Do you think that we're YouTube famous enough to be assassinated?
I hope not.
Well, I don't mean that we would lead to our assassination, but that if someone were to try to kill us, that it would qualify as an assassination.
No.
No,
we could only be murdered. Sorry, babe, we're not important enough to be assassinated.
We're working on that. It's a goal. Good to have goals. What?
I don't like this goal.
No?
No.
So yeah, weddings are awesome.
Yeah.
We had good
bells
food.
Are ringing.
Good tunes.
Oh my goodness, the bacon wrapped scallops. He totally missed out though, because he doesn't eat pork.
I don't eat pork. I actually requested no prosciutto on my chicken. They did that. That was nice of them.
Yes. I had the chicken with the prosciutto. Surprisingly,
sushi.
far too little prosciutto and far too much red pepper. But other than that,
You want to talk about missing out? You missed out on the sushi because you were busy with the
I did miss out on the sushi, but I had lots of bacon wrapped scallops and little stuffed mushroom caps. Because they sent one of those waiters out with the ones that walk around with things.
I
They
had
sent one
shrimp
out just for
scampi
us.
and sushi and tortellini, and I also had scallops with cantaloupe on a stick. Delicious.
Yeah, I'm huffing myself all over the kingdom come to take pictures, and you're eating, and you're telling me you're tired. What have you been doing that makes you so tired? Why don't you tell them? Because I know what you've been doing, but they don't.
What have I been doing on a Friday night? What I do every Friday night. Try to edit an episode. So yes, I was up all last night, except for from 10:30
Usually he's
to
up
2:30.
all night. He never
No, I
comes
do
to bed
pass
on a
out
Friday
eventually.
night.
I don't go to bed. I go to floor. Is what happens. I believe in accurate terminology.
Yeah. Well, like I said, he doesn't come to bed on Friday nights.
Yeah.
But apparently he kipped just a little bit in honor of the fact that he was going to have to go to a wedding today, which was good because I wound up calling it at 7 in the morning going, can you come pick up a cat?
Yeah, that was weird.
It was weird that a cat just walked into our life when the other one just died.
I'm just sitting there editing an episode, about to film because it was like 6 or 7 in the morning, and I just realized I'm like, okay, I think I'm almost done editing this scene, and the last shot is not there. I need to film this last shot. And then I get a call saying, hey, there's a cat, get the cat. And I'm like, what cat? Why is there a cat? So yeah, with regards to the episode, hoping to get it out tomorrow evening late, perhaps, maybe?
We need to film with one of the people who isn't us.
Yes, you see, one of the things is that my coordination skills are not the best. So I may have slightly, a little bit, forgot to call two of our actors beforehand. And then I called them, and they're like, oh yeah, we'd love to, but we're going out of town all weekend. Not optimal. That was a bit of an issue. If I called them a little early, I probably could have gotten them for Wednesday filming. But, it happens.
See, crap like this is what I want to cut off of the cat, because that's just irreparably matted.
Yeah, he's a little matted there.
He's got long hair on the back end. He's short hair on the front end and long hair on the back end. And he's got Maine Coon in him, more than Frankie does. You can tell because of these ear wisps right here.
Yeah.
That is characteristic of Maine Coons.
Yeah. So...
He's going to get just as big as Frankie is.
Oh, yeah, because he's still not fully grown yet.
No, he's not.
He's a big guy. So, yeah.
In case anybody's wondering what I'm talking about. Ear wisps.
Yeah.
See these? Characteristic.
We just met this cat and he's letting us do this.
He let me do this, from 2 minutes after I found him, which is why when I found out he had no
really
home,
nice
I was
cat.
like, this cat is coming home with me.
It's a really nice cat.
If he has no home, he needs one.
For reference, Frankie also followed us home.
Yeah, cats do that to us.
Yeah.
Somehow they just know.
Aww.
Somehow they just know.
And even though right now he's kind of pushing on your face a bit there.
Yeah. Well, incidentally, he has front claws, and he's not using them to push my face away, so...
That's a really polite cat.
Yes.
Wow. That's nice.
Allison, one of the other bridesmaids, not the bride.
Yeah.
One of the other bridesmaids thought he was declawed. Of course, she's not a cat person, so she was ever so surprised when he tried to follow her to the bathroom.
Yeah. It's a little weird.
Cats do that. It's not because they want to, voyeur on you or anything. It's because they know that's where the plumbing is. Give me the sink water. Give me the sink water. That's what they want, the sink water.
They do like the sink water. But yeah.
They also know it's one of the only times they can get your undivided attention.
True, because...
You're not looking... Well, okay, except for you. You bring your freaking laptop to the bathroom.
Hey.
The rest of us sit there bored on the toilet going, da. So the cat goes, hey, you can give me attention now because you're not doing anything.
This is what happens when I don't script what you say, isn't it? I apparently need to actually script out everything she says. Or else...
I didn't say anything that bad.
You're talking about me on the toilet.
I wasn't talking about you on the toilet anymore. I was talking about everybody who's not you on the toilet because you bring things...
Oh, I'm sorry. She's no longer talking... She's talking about everyone on the toilet. Hey, you! Who's watching us while on the toilet? She's talking about you.
No, I'm not talking to the people who are watching about us.
She's actually not talking about
I'm talking about people who don't bring anything with them to do in the bathroom. So if they're watching us in the bathroom, then they're not the people I'm talking about.
Sometimes you want to read a book.
And sometimes...
Sometimes, hey...
sometimes you just feel like, doing your business and then leaving.
You relax in the tub with... You watch your laptop.
I do. I take my laptop to the bathroom when I go to a bath. I do. I put it up and I put on the Netflix and I just watch something and In fact, that's what I'm going to do when we're done with this because... What?
What?
I have no idea what's going on.
I may have been whispering at the internet people and saying, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why she's talking about this. What's going on? Something like that. I don't know. I mean... So let's see.
You mentioned that I take the Netflix to the bathroom.
Well, you started with the things with the stuffs.
I started with cats follow you to the bathroom because they have your undivided attention, and then and they want the sink water.
We just teleported back in time. It's weird. It's today, yesterday.
That's a line from the show, so it's funny. I'm gonna have so many blisters.
And speaking of the show, so season finale, spring season finale.
They made me get a manicure.
Shiny. Spring season finale is coming soon. It is in the next few days. Hopefully Sunday night. Right. If not Sunday night, totally Monday.
That's right. It doesn't have autofocus.
Yeah, I turned off the autofocus because otherwise it decides to it goes crazy with focus things sometimes.
You just have to trust me.
I'll just be sitting still and then it'll be like, hey, let's make it all blurry and then I'll have to reshoot the shot 5 times. But yeah, spring season finale is coming up. Going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to it. Might be our longest episode yet. It's looking close.
For good reasons.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
The episode he's reviewing has so many pertinent backstory things to say. Yes, it is.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, next episode 32 of Power Reviews is going to be Missing Green, which it should be pretty sweet. And then
Mighty Morphin.
And then we'll take a little break and resume at some point in July with our summer season, which is just going to totally change the game completely. We're going to have 3 episodes in the summer.
It's going to rock, man.
I'm still looking forward to it. Actually, one thing what I'm doing next weekend.
Only 3 in the whole summer?
For July.
Oh,
3 for July, not for the whole summer.
Okay. You said we're going to have 3 episodes this
in
summer.
July.
Okay.
3 episodes in July. We'll have more than that. Our summer season's going to be like 7 or 8 episodes. But yeah, actually, as you know, season finale is episode 32. Next weekend, I'm actually going to be working on filming a scene, top secret, for episode 35.
Pardon me?
Not telling you what that's about, but we're shooting a scene for episode 35 before I even bother on episode 33, because it's going to be that crazy awesome. So
it needs a lot of people. Shh. It's a coordination thing.
Yeah, that is a big part of it. It's going to be pretty sweet, though.
He's not good at coordination.
Sometimes.
That's why we're filming a scene for the episode that comes out tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Yes. Also, I'm pretty good on the dance floor.
He's very good at that kind of coordination. We are champion bad dancers.
I'm raising the roof to sort of an incline, really. Rock and roll. You know that you can dance if you want to.
You can leave your friends behind.
Come on, take a chance. Because if you don't dance,
then you ain't no friend of mine. You can dance. You can dance. Everybody look at your hands.
I'm so tired. What? My hands? What?
It's a safety dance. It's a safety dance. It's a safety dance. It's a safety dance.
We're so tired.
Well, you see, you don't even know why that's so funny. I know you came in and joined in with us, but the thing of it is that me and the other bridesmaid, there are 3 bridesmaids, but only one of them was in the car with us at the time. Same one who thought the cat was declawed.
Yeah.
And the bride and the groom.
Yeah.
We were all in the same car last night on the way from the rehearsal dinner to the bride's parents' house for a little while.
Right. That
and
thing, yes.
and we were in the car and we were listening to music and various stuff. And we just wound up singing Safety Dance and discussing whether or not it was going to be played at the wedding. And so when it was in fact played at the wedding, that's why I was like, okay, I have to dance to this, because I already agreed I was going to dance to this in the car when we were discussing the Safety Dance.
I believe, technically speaking, the Safety Dance is referencing moshing, which is like it's supposed to be ironic, I think, in that way.
No, the Safety Dance is supposed to be an alternative to moshing. Only it's a mocking alternative to moshing.
Yes, because you're watching your hands, so you don't punch anyone, I guess. I don't know. In the face. Don't punch people in the face. That's rude.
Actually, the average mosh pit isn't really as dangerous as you think it is, because the kind of people who do that sort of stuff are actually,
well, I'm just saying,
by
in
and
general,
large, really great people. They have a tendency to, like, in the event that someone goes
Are you referring
down,
to moshing or punching in the face?
Moshing.
Moshing, okay.
Mosh pits are
because
saved
usually
at the
nice
thing.
people don't punch you in the face.
So if someone goes down, you know, like the next 5 people all right next to you will be pulling you back up to your feet. Because they won't stampede you like situations that are are bad.
Like that bad situation.
You know, the one that got that one guy on the one show to
with
want
the
to kill
things
those people.
and the stuff. Indeed.
Was that a Criminal Minds episode?
I don't know.
I think it was.
Were we talking about a wedding or something? I don't even know.
Safety dance. Do the safety dance.
This is our most stream of consciousness thing yet.
You're the one who wanted to do a vlog after we got back from a wedding.
I figured I'd see how it went. So I think this is fun. We had a good time. I'm hoping you guys are having a good time by proxy. Cat. Yes, the ginger cat who is yet to be named. Maybe we should hold a poll or something.
We're not naming the cat by poll.
Can we take the cat out near a pole and name it there? Does that count?
Alright, if we narrow it down to some names we're okay with already, then we can have a poll. Stay tuned for further news.
This probably won't actually turn into anything, but stay tuned anyway.
I know, because it'll probably wind up with us settling on one and not needing them to split between us. That's the only way that they come into this, is if we need a tiebreaker.
That's true. I think we got some good
But
good
if we
ideas.
need a tiebreaker, we don't tell them whose name is which, because otherwise they're going to vote along their favoritism lines about who likes you and who likes me.
But everybody likes you more.
No.
Everybody totally likes you more.
Babe,
you're
a
everyone's
database
favorite.
ranger.
You're everyone's favorite.
You're a database ranger.
You know
it's
you're
Database
everyone's
Ranger's
favorite.
Power Reviews.
I guess. I still think you're everyone's favorite. You're my favorite.
Well, I know I'm your favorite. Anyhow.
All right, so I think we're pretty good. I gotta get back to editing.
I need to get out of this dress and into some nice, warm, fuzzy pajamas.
Yes. So we gotta
cut
settle in for the night.
some mats out of a ginger cat.
Yes. Oh, that reminds me. I need to spray down that car mat.
Yes.
So it stops smelling so much. That's a whole different thing. My car's been... There was some water leakage and very weird. There was like a gallon of water inside my door. Just because.
Because it's an old POS Sebring?
Yes. Yes, indeed.
No Sebring.
No Sebring.
It's like, yeah, see King? No Sebring.
There are words in there she's not saying, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, I know you don't like me to cuss hard in your show.
I know. I like to keep it clean for the kitties.
I accidentally said...
I'm referring to the felines, of course.
The alternative to stuff earlier, and I apologize for that. Because stuff is the word I should have used on your show. I cuss like a sailor.
I like to use the word blast. Blast.
It wasn't supposed to be an insult. I was saying we did this and...
That's true.
Stuff.
Stuff. Stuff and things. So we gotta get back to our stuff and things. But with the chilling, like, not really like
gone on
villains.
for too long already.
Far too long.
So,
I think it's a good time to say farewell, Ranger fans,
and
let the power protect you.